Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to City Art's first public AGM. I'm so sorry we could not do this in person as we'd wanted, but we're delighted that so many of you could join us online. We wanted a chance to share some of the highlights from this extraordinary year with you all and to celebrate what we've been able to deliver despite the pandemic. As a brand new chair, I wanted to say just how impressed I have been at the sheer talent, enthusiasm and drive, not only of our wonderful staff, but of all the participants with whom we have been privileged to work over this year. My presentation will be followed by some short films by our talented creative team working in collaboration with communities. There will be a short question and answer at the end online after the films, where we'll be happy to answer any questions. But before I make a start, I did want to take this opportunity to publicly thank Norman Randall and Syra Lloyd, who both were acting chairs at the start of this challenging year, for all of their immense contribution to City Arts over many years. It has made my life a lot easier following in your footsteps. And I also wanted to welcome Henry Normal, our patron, who is always so supportive of our young people, encouraging their creativity and confidence. City Arts remains grateful for Arts Council funding and City Council funding that were a lifeline during lockdown. Through their additional support, along with funds from the Rosing Foundation and National Lottery, we were able to focus on committed delivery and refocusing existing partnerships rather than new projects, whilst finding new ways to navigate delivery in a locked-down environment. If we have a look at our financial situation, the total income for 2021 was £427,433. With falls in project funding, commissioned work and earned income, we were reliant on emergency COVID funding from Arts Council England Cultural Recovery Fund, the Nottingham City Council Business Support Grants, National Lottery Community Fund and the Rosing Trust. In terms of expenditure, our expenditure was £343,375, and our emergency COVID funding allowed for the recruitment of support staff to ensure continued delivery during lockdowns. The scale of this delivery is reflected in the increased programme costs. In terms of our reserves, unrestricted reserves as of 31st of March 2021 were £90,422 against a target of £50,000. Our emergency COVID funding allowed us to reinflate reserves, anticipating a challenging funding environment in 21-22. Let's celebrate our creativity and look at how we kind of helped keep artists in work. We diverted much of our delivery online, including the workhouse, which was choreographed, performed and filmed entirely online, which you will have a chance to watch after this presentation. Our commitment to artists meant that we honoured all contracts, alongside creating new employment opportunities, as we know that many artists found their work fell away during this period. We found ways of keeping older people connected during the last lockdown, through online workshops in theatre, nature writing, and much more. Staying connected with young people and their families enabled us to continue to develop talent pathways for young people at City Arts. We're proud to have been part of Our Place, a partnership project with East Midlands Participatory Arts Forum led by Junction Arts. We stayed connected with Get Creative, our workshop group for adults with complex health needs, via telephone and PACs during lockdown. Our commitment to maintaining a connection with this group means that we have now been able to bring the group back together in person. Once restrictions allowed, our garden became a valuable space for self-led groups such as My Sight Choir and Get Creative to enjoy creative activities together safely. Our pioneering doorstep puppetry brought many early years families their first ever performances during lockdown, helping us forge new community relationships. Outdoor sound walks created socially distant artistic experiences using the rule of 6. A new partnership with Nottingham City Hospital enabled us to co-commission artists in collaboration with cystic fibrosis patients. We led a return to outdoor events with Nottingham Puppet Festival, creating a safe family festival showcasing homegrown artistic talent. Offering our digital platforms to other groups and artists enabled us to amplify a range of voices that otherwise might not have been heard during lockdown, including self-taught photographer Grace Eden, born and still living in St. Anne's. She shared poignant images of her sadly now late father and herself shielding during lockdown. I will now ask our Chief Executive, Susanna Bedford, to present on our artistic highlights, audience reach, and how we are challenging ourselves to enhance our equality and diversity. Over to you, Susanna.
Thank you, Michaela, for sharing just some of our achievements over the last 18 months. As you've seen, we've found varied and innovative ways of ensuring communities and participants could access arts activities during lockdowns. Our workshops with older people included in-person sound walks with artist Isabel Jones and online choreographic sessions with renowned local dance artist Tom Dale. The Jinga project had many revisions during the year. We're proud to have brought international artists of the highest calibre, including Cirque du Soleil performers, to local schools and neighbourhoods. We also co-created and distributed over 800 art packs for those experiencing digital poverty, including some refugee families and many reliant upon food banks. Create to Connect, our series of online workshops, brought over 55s together to alleviate loneliness, and some of the participants who had lost their husbands to COVID during lockdown have since formed a support group. These statistics are themselves only highlights and not the full picture of a year in which face-to-face work was barely possible. However, we found new technology to live stream artist talks, increase our YouTube views exponentially to nearly 60,000 views, and increased our social media following significantly. We are proud to have maintained our commitment to paying artists and, importantly, to supporting artists when they needed us. Following the Black Lives Matter protests, we consulted with Black artists and people of colour, resulting in Catalyst by Curator-in-Residence Suziso Ferry. Catalyst included the well-received podcast series Community Conversations, amplifying the voices of Black creatives locally. And I'm very proud to say Honey Williams, who has been our artist in residence as part of Catalyst, is sitting in our audience as we speak. We're also thrilled that Beseda Olawai, who led these consultations, has since joined our board, helping shape our work at a strategic level. We remain committed to increasing our work around diversity, access, and representation. This has been an extraordinary year to make work and to keep connected with people, with participants and communities. And during this year, we've made many other advancements in our use of technology, utilizing digital as a tool across creative, our operational, and our communications. Our operations became fully digital, including online bookkeeping, cloud working, and IT support for remote working. We also found innovative ways of using digital to connect artists and communities through Zoom workshops, through consultations, and through online exhibitions. We even prototyped an app for mobile phones with our Armchair Gallery in partnership with Pallant House Gallery and Ashmolean Museum. I'd like to hand over now to Michaela to summarise this very special year.
Not only did this small community arts organisation keep up delivery throughout the pandemic, we have reflected and worked hard to find new ways forward in uncertain times. We have broadened our reach, using our resources and capacity to further our inclusivity and relevance. We have listened to our communities and stakeholders to improve the ways in which we work, introducing more efficient systems to record and evaluate our impact and demonstrate the quality of our delivery. We have harnessed digital technology not only in our creative work, but also in how we present our work and how we function to make us even more effective. We have developed our board, increasing representation in terms of ethnicity, disability and young people. Our partnerships across the city cultural sector include the Theatre Royal Nottingham, Nottingham Trent University, Broadway, Junction Arts, Empath Partnership, and many, many more. And we're thrilled to be hosting a Chairs Forum of Nottingham's cultural organisations. We continue to demonstrate a leadership role in our work with older people. This year, one of our staff members, Kate Duncan, presented on our Celebrating Age programme at two major conferences, the International Culture, Health and Wellbeing Conference and Arts for Dementia. Our work is held in high esteem within the arts and health sector and features in several publications produced by the Bearing Foundation and also the All-Party Parliamentary Arts, Health and Wellbeing Report. One of our core values, nurture, enables us to support artists at all stages of their career, including transitional points, especially when working with artists from non-traditional pathways or those who otherwise might not receive support. Most importantly, we are humbled by the feedback from participants who have commented on the positive impact that our programmes have had on their mental health, well-being and creativity, a small sample of which we are sharing with you this evening. We're proud of our achievements and are committed to work in partnership with many different organisations as there's so much more to do. So we're going to now show you 3 short films which will take approximately 15 minutes. And if you have any questions, please use the chat function. Thank you.
Art is empowering. Art inspires us. It makes us bold and brave. We can express ourselves and be ourselves. There are no rules. Paint your own path.
Nature is disappearing from our city centres, where historically Nottingham was once marshland and agriculture. Now we are facing increased industrialisation and concrete and increasingly more limited access to nature. I've seen some flowers trying to break through the pavement, but there's some litter and cigarette butts right next to it. I think people always have this idea when they're holding the camera that they need to take a picture of something, or it needs to be something really spectacular, but I always think you can make a nice picture out of anything. Does that make sense? I'm an artist and do documentary event photography as part of my little business, The Picture Hold. I illustrate and photograph botanicals, nature and animals to capture their importance and beauty. The natural world manages to fight, rebel and find a way to flourish within urban structures and cityscapes. Access to nature is more important than ever to city living, and we need to protect our planet at all costs.
I wouldn't survive without this type of creativity. I wouldn't survive if I didn't have my music. Art is a way of life. It's like being a nun. It's like you are completely committed to this way of life because it's not a vocation. It's literally a part of your DNA. Coming from other places and they truly find themselves and find their tribe. Not sound so cliche, but it's
a bit cliche.
It's where we found ourselves and we were able to be ourselves and find people who dug who we were.
We always get really good creative ideas when we're here in Nottingham.
It's very ancient and bubbling under the surface. The caves are just, there's some weird witchy energy going on.
I think if you have a rebellious spirit, that's cool, but it's also good to know there's other people who've got your back, and I think maybe that's what Nottingham's got, which is really cool.
A one-person rebellion's not really going to get you far, is it?
It's going to be...
It's going to pop like a lovely zit of cream. We're an experience, not just, a sound.
I was waiting at the bus stop, minding my own business. A guy comes out the shop with a crutch. He runs across the road, sprinting towards me. He goes, "You need a crutch to help with your walking." I say to him politely, no thank you, and move backwards. He then starts wafting the crutch in my hair whilst pointing my leg, saying, you need a crutch. Eventually the bus turns up. I am never more thankful to see a bus.
I was walking through Nottingham, going to meet a friend for a coffee. I was quite excited, not seen them in a while, and I was using this new walking stick. I quite liked it because it was covered in flowers and it was quite nice. Suddenly, this man stops me. He says, "Excuse me, but I notice you're using a stick. So what happened to you? Because you see, well, I'm a Christian and I wondered if I could pray for your healing." This shocked me. As far as I'm aware, I'm okay. I don't want to be healed. I was having a good day, but this man made me feel like there was something wrong with me.
Inspection, classification, seclusion, segregation, separation, accommodation, supervision, inhibition, occupation, isolation, institution, regimentation, observation, administration, excavation, situation, allocation, population.
When was the last time you got excited about going to the theatre? Well, with arts venues still unable to open safely in the region, one community arts charity is getting creative. They are bringing a family-friendly puppet show straight to your door.
So, are you ready to go on an adventure?
Finding new ways of putting on a show.
Bear's going to Teddy Island, but can you see where Bear is?
After their programme of events was cancelled because of the pandemic, they decided to try something new.
We wanted to do something that could get people out and about again. So obviously since March, everything's been online, everything's been locked down, and the way that we've been interacting with each other has been very digital. And for small children, that's really hard. I mean, for all of us, it's really hard, but for small children especially. So we wanted to create something in response to that would still offer that kind of interactive sensory experience, but would be safe.
So with puppets, a suitcase and a story to tell, City Arts are going door to door.
Oh, but listen! Look in the sky! You're not alone anymore because here comes Bird. Hello, little bear. You're looking very scared down there. Now, when I feel frightened, I take some big bird breaths, just like this. Ah. 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 Can you do that, little bear?
To make each performance coronavirus safe, each of the performers are in a bubble, the puppeteers wear masks, and it's at least 2 meters from the doorstep.
It was amazing. It was a surprise for me, and the kids enjoyed. And especially for this crisis and after all this hard time.
I liked the bit where Bear found the map. And then he saw a whale.
The family-friendly puppet show will tour parts of Nottingham for the next 6 weeks, proving despite the coronavirus, the show can and will go on.
Can you see the island, Bear? Take a look. Oh, there it is. You've made it, Bear.
Thank you everybody for watching and for joining us in City Arts' first public AGM. I'm looking at some really lovely comments and a question from Heather Hollins. Heather, we'll be sending out the recording tomorrow to all of you who've signed up. Thank you to Michael Hoare for saying that it's really great to hear about how City Arts has met the moment. That means a great deal to us. And just, Leanne, your comment about the powerful expressiveness of the dancers dancing together despite being in separate places. And I think that just about sums up our year, really. So if there are no more questions, we thank you all and hope to see you in the new year. Good night.